This toy spot is on DC Universe Classics Wave 11. This is figure 2, and this is Shark. Now let's have a look at the packaging before we have a look at the figure. I won't say too much on the packaging that you guys haven't already heard numerous times. A standard card, aside from really the fact that they've put in the characters from this wave in the paneling here. Down below you can see Shark, picture of Shark. The figure includes the right leg of Kilowog, and also the other leg that I'm missing, if you've been following the videos so far. The back of the packaging shows the figures in this wave. There's Catman Tui, there's the mentioned Shark, Deadman, Cyborg Superman, Question, John Stewart, and Steppenwolf. 2 variants for this wave, right there, boom, boom, boom. The biography on Shark says, nuclear radiation led to the mutation of a humanoid monster known as Shark. The shark has increased intelligence and sonic powers as a result of his mutation, but retained his species' primal predatory cravings. He can survive on the psyches of enemies as well as their flesh. The shark continues his sinister mutations, evolving into a more vicious creature with every transformation. He recently joined the reconstituted secret society of supervillains for an attack on Atlantis. I think I need to get some sleep. Statistics: first appearance Green Lantern, second series number 24, real name none, occupation Predator, base of operations mobile, special abilities, wait for it, telepathy, telekinesis, matter manipulation, capable of projecting energy bolts, able to fly, can grow to gigantic size, enhanced strength, speed, sense of smell, and stamina, can breathe underwater. So his abilities is he can do everything. He can do everything. I think the only thing he's missing is we got super speed, and he can multiply himself. If he had that, they might as well just say godlike abilities. But there you have Shark, the very packed to the rim of abilities Shark. What we're going to do is we'll get this package open up, and we will get a better look at Shark. Stay tuned, guys. Before we look at the figure itself, the checklist piece to Shark here is the almost equally tall leg of Kilowog. We'll bring in Kilowog here, and we'll snap in his leg. And you don't tend to want to say snap too much when you're talking about action figures. But we'll peg his leg into place, and oh boy, we got one part. We just need one part to build Kilowog, and then he's done. So one part. Who's it going to belong to? You're just going to have to find out. We'll put him aside, and we'll look at Shark. And this was the figure I was least interested in was Shark here. And had I not just bought the set and I was looking to build Kilowog, I probably would not have picked up this guy. However, now that I've got him actually out of the package, the figure redeems it himself somewhat for at least the nice paint scheme that he's got. He kind of is sporting the Wonder Twins kind of outfit here, with the darker purple and lighter purple. Although they haven't just given us a matte purple, what they've instead given us is a metallic sheen, which I think kind of gives the character a little more extra oomph. And as you can see, he's got a almost comical head sculpt here. And I believe J-Train commented that the head looked like he was wearing a mask. And I might have to agree with him that, especially for how large the head is and where the neck stops, and then you see the much smaller neck of the body, it does in fact look like he's wearing a mask. I think the head could have been so much nicer, but I guess they were going for the more classic design of Shark rather than his modern interpretation. I believe the modern, I've been trying to remember the Shark character. I think the modern character had quite a larger head. He almost looked like Street Sharks. Was it that 80s cartoon Street Sharks? I think he's got a much larger head by now. But I guess the more classic has just more of a small, humanized head. But yes, the paint scheme really is the only saving grace for this figure, and the fact that they've put fins. They've put these nice little fins on his arms and on his legs, also on his back. No doubt they've plugged it right into that little square cape plug or that little hole that they usually put on the back of these figures. I have one problem with my figure as well, is that this leg is very loose. Everything else seems nice and stiff on this character, or on the figure. In the way of his articulation, the one thing he does have is loads of articulation in the head, being that there's really nothing hindering his Halloween mask. You can move it up and down, left to right. You can move the shoulder. If you follow my reviews, you know where this is going. The elbows, you can swivel the bicep, bend at the elbow, rotate the wrist, bend at the torso, rotate the waist, bend the leg in and out, back and forth, rotate the thigh, bend at the knee, and you can bend at the foot. It looks to me like as well I've got a little paint flake off. Where did it flake off? I really don't know. Somewhere on this figure paint flaked off. I'm not really much else to say about the figure. So I think compared to the other reviews, this is going to be a rather short one. Would I pick up the figure? Only if you're a fan of Shark, or if you're a fan of Green Lantern that he appeared in. If you want to get Green Lantern villains, yes, okay, get the Shark. But I don't know. I might just outright pass on the figure. While it does have the nice paint scheme, I don't know. Just the head is disappointing to me. But I would give this figure, I'd give this figure maybe a 5. I'm leaning on 4.5. Certainly, he's nothing more than just a rogue that you can add. If you don't already have enough rogues for Green Lantern, you can certainly add Shark. The head is nicely sculpted, but it does look like he's just wearing a mask. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to say 5. That was a toy spot. Wrapping this up here. That was a toy spot on the French may say comme ci comme ça. That was a toy spot on the DC Universe Wave 11, and that was the Shark. That was the Shark. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned. There's many more DC Universe Wave 11 figure reviews to come. And I'll see you guys next time at another spot. Later.